Shifting gears now. The last team I have to mention is the University of Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Oh, yes.
Oh, how's that?
Who yet again,
Yes. What have they done this week, Coach?
yet again, they embarrassed the Stanford Cardinal 37-14, propelling them to number 1 in this week's poll. No team has displayed the dominance and consistency of this year's Irish squad. And here's the thing. They are now through the toughest part of their schedule, which is why I like their chance of being undefeated this season.
All right.
It's panning out just as I anticipated before the season began. Now, Rick and Bubba, there was a moment when things started to turn around for the Irish this past Saturday. To tell you the truth, it's a little embarrassing, but I will share it with you nonetheless.
Okay, well, but you're among friends.
It was the middle of the first quarter. The Irish weren't looking like the team that I was used to, so I popped in my favorite VHS, Rudy. Began watching it. But before long, I lulled off into a deep sleep.
Oh, baby.
Oh, you're dreaming again, Coach.
Suddenly, I was surrounded by 87 leprechauns, each of them doing synchronized 1-2 way backs and jump jacks. Then one of them scampered over to me, poked me on the thigh, and said, "Tag, you're it." And as fast as you could say the University of Notre Dame Fighting Irish, they were off. All 87 of them running around, deep down hoping that they would be snatched up by and put on Daddy's lap. Then out of nowhere, 400 more leprechauns parachuted in.
Wow.
And each of the 400 new leprechauns lined up, began singing the Notre Dame Fighting Irish fight song, while the other 87 chanted, "Respect, respect, respect, respect." I was confused for a moment, but then all 487 leprechauns in unison began to chant, "Daddy, Daddy, please take us home. Please take us home to the Golden Dome." But then the unthinkable happened. Off in the distance, 217 more leprechauns with bagpipes began accompanying the 400 leprechauns who were singing the Notre Dame Fighting Irish fight song. Even more impressive, the 217 leprechauns who were playing the bagpipes started leapfrogging one another as they came closer, none of them missing a note on their instruments.
Right.
Then one of the leprechaun leaders came to me and said, "Welcome to Leprechaun Land. We've been awaiting your arrival, Daddy. Take a seat and enjoy a bowl of our signature Irish stew, complete with bacon, cabbage, and 3 servings of vegetables." Then I asked him how I was going to get my other 2 servings of vegetables. And he said, "Don't worry, our bodies only require 3 servings of vegetables in Leprechaun Land."
Right.
But what happened next topped anything that I could have ever dreamed of. Each of the 704 leprechauns began lining up, single file, to sit on Daddy's lap,
Right.
and tell them that they wanted what they wanted for St. Patrick's Day. Many of them asked for Notre Dame victories. Others asked for commemorative edition Rudy DVDs. Others simply wanted a hug. But it was the last of the leprechaun line that brought a tear to my eye.
This is the last one.
When he said, "Daddy, can I have a piggyback ride?" Through my tears, I told him to hop on, and he shimmied up my leg and grabbed hold of my belt, climbed his way up my back and onto my shoulders. Reaching to the top, he said, "Giddy up, Daddy."
Quite a dream there, Coach Luke.
My goodness, Coach.
This was the most fulfilling moment of my life, until one started nibbling at my ankles, and he said, "Daddy, me next." Just when I thought it couldn't get any better, that same little leprechaun said, "Can we wheelbarrow race, Daddy?" And as any father knows, there's nothing like wheelbarrow racing with one of your sons. So I got down on all fours, and he grabbed my feet, and we wheelbarrowed until the sun came up. And the last thing I remember is the tickle fight that followed. It lasted several minutes, and we counted ribs, laughed until we couldn't laugh anymore. And then something seemed out of place. Out of nowhere, someone poured a glass of lukewarm water on me. I woke up quickly and realized I wasn't dreaming anymore. The liter of prune juice had run its course.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.